Okay, so now you can program this with codes. You don't want to put this on until you're done with everything, okay? So that just stays off by itself, and then you can follow. You can go up to 16 different codes. Enter user code. A total of 16 user codes may be programmed. Each user code must be unique code between 4 and 8 digits. Okay? So then it tells you what to do. You press the button, you then put in your code, you press the lock button once, and then the light sounds, and one green flash, one beep, and you just read all this stuff to see if you're successful and stuff. And then it gives you different things. You can have a master code that overrides everything and stuff, and then a test and unlocking the door. And then when you get all your stuff done, then you can do this last little bit, put that on, put your screws on, and all that. And then this top thing looks like it'll pop up, it'll slide up next time you need to do it. You don't necessarily have to take this off every single time. I guess you could almost screw that on now, but I'll read up some other directions. And remember, there was an on-off button. Oh, here it is. See, there's an on-off for that, and it gives you all kinds of different information you can go through. I'm not going to go through all of it for you. Basically, you want to know, hey, can you get one of these installed on your front door? Can it be hooked up to your internet? Can it be hooked up to your cell phone? Yes, it can. And oh, the other thing, it tells you the batteries. It tells you when you install your batteries, use alkaline batteries and don't use the chargeable type batteries. I don't know why that is, but it says, where does it say that? I was reading it somewhere. Here. For best results, use new non-rechargeable alkaline batteries only. Non-alkaline. And when the battery gets low, it'll chirp at you, or the red light will come on, and it'll do something. Then you'll have to use your key for override. If it's a rental or something, you may have to run over here or do something, or check your batteries. You know, there'll probably be something there that says check your batteries once a year. Even if it's still working, I would recommend pulling this off. And if you think a year is too long, and I have problems periodically, replace them every 10 months or 9 months or whatever. Okay, and so I'm gonna get my code set and make sure it disengages properly and all that kind of stuff. And I want to also make sure that this goes straight into my deadbolt. You know, after I get this set and everything, obviously I'll take my keys out and everything. I'll make sure that this slides out all the way, in all the way. It should now, because the light was green, right? And I'll make sure all that works before I close the door and try to go in. Because then at that point, if I close it and set it, if it's hitting the edge of this at all, anywhere, okay, then the lock's not going to go in, and you don't want to think, oh yeah, maybe it has something to do with all this kind of stuff. See, I shouldn't have done it. I should have had somebody else do it. It could be something as simple as, oh, the latch is just barely hitting the edge of this, or something like that. And see, once you get it all done, you could even take your key and go outside, open the door, close the door, using your key, going into your deadbolt and having the deadbolt going in there, making sure it doesn't hit. Okay, you can do it that way too. Okay? All right, nice going. Okay, I got the one generic code that Mommy told me she wanted. I got it set and everything worked fine. And remember, if you were watching the very first of this, I thought, okay, when you close the door, does it lock automatically? No, it doesn't lock automatically. When you close the door, You have to actually press the lock button. So right now, if I close the door and I want it locked, I gotta press the lock button. And then that automatically locks the door. That kind of sucks. I thought maybe it would lock automatically a different way. I used to have a Kava lock in Maui, and it actually incorporated the handle too. So every time you closed the lock, what would happen was that it didn't have a deadbolt lock. It just had a latch lock. So when you closed the door, it always was in a locked position. So you would never have to throw the bolt. You see what I mean? This one, however, does not do that. So once you set your lock, see, I'll set my code that Mommy told me. See, now that pushes in, because I don't have those set screws too tight and everything. Now I can close the door, lock it by pressing that. See, had I not checked all that and the two set screws, mounting screws, were too tight, this wouldn't go in and out, would it? That's why they tell you to check it. Now see, manually, I can open it manually with my key, or lock it with my key. You see? I got it locked. Now unlocked, okay? So you're on your own now. After that, I can go ahead and put the cover on, read my directions, and like I say, it gives you all kinds of stuff. And then how to hook it up to the internet, I'm not quite sure. Just read your directions and you'll be able to figure it out. They told me that it was, that you could do it. And I think it says it on the box even somewhere. Okay, I'll have to look and see where I read that. I'm pretty sure it does. Wouldn't that be something if it doesn't? Okay, I'll look and give you a heads up in a minute.